Good morning, Dwayne, Terry, Sandy, Darlene. Good morning, Dwayne, Terry, Sandy, Darlene.
There you go, Dwayne. I bet you guys didn't expect for Sandy to be popped up here today and Traci. Yay.
It's a
Oh,
good day. All the long lost childs have returned.
we got to do this now. Good morning to Traci. Good morning to you. Good morning to Traci. I love you.
Aw, I love you too, Sandy.
I have to do the seal clap. You know how the seals I have to do
Or,
the
or,
seal.
or.
Yeah. Oh, I know it takes a minute. Everybody's gonna be like, she ain't gonna make it no 3 days in a row. It's Wednesday. She ain't gonna be here today.
So, how's my redheaded munchkin? I haven't seen you in a long time, Dwayne. You staying out of trouble?
No.
Probably not. No one here.
Probably not. Good morning to Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning to Beth. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Beth.
Dwayne, who are those folks?
Hello, Beth.
Long lost children of YouTube.
Your cyborg cheerleaders. Cyborg cheerleaders.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We need our superpowers back.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Oh, goodness.
I know there's got to be a comic book out there somewhere to where all of the superheroes lost their powers.
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you.
Hello, Michelle.
Sandy, I got an email from Michelle. She asked how you was doing and asked how all the ladies and how she's missed us all. So I'm glad you're on here this morning so she could see
Yep,
your beautiful face.
I'm here.
Yeah, Dwayne's still been kind of bad. Not too bad. Mama left him in the corner, but you know,
Oh,
she
is
forgot.
anybody able to get him back out?
Ooh,
I mean, Mama put you in the corner. You're in the corner.
yeah. Who are we to override MawMaw?
That's it.
Oh, she knew that Dwayne liked the corner. He's like one of them, I guarantee he'd be like one of them little kids, you put them in the corner and you go back and check on them and they've done scratched off all the either wallpaper or scratched a hole through the drywall.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been Casey. That boy had one wall he would go to, and if he ever got a crayon or something, that one wall that I couldn't see, it was a blind spot, he would draw on. I'd never even painted over it. I left it. I did. Our Mama's key, the keys on the piano still have some writing on them from Brandy, and the bricked up fireplace in our living room still has a numbers 1 + 4 = something, and she said Tiffany did it. Tiffany wasn't but 2.
Mm.
She blamed it on Tiffany.
Good morning, Geezer Creek. Good morning to you. Good morning, Geezer Creek. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kent. My
Hey,
Ken
Kent.
doll. I'm gonna have to get me a Ken doll and put it behind me. I got 2 Barbies.
Yeah, and then just put Geezer Creek on it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "How are you, Sandy?"
I'm okay, Dwayne. I'll make it through another day, I think. Hi, Ben.
Good morning to Ben. Good morning to you. Good morning to Ben. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my buddy. Good morning. Well, Tiffany got in a halfway house. I'm still going to call to see if she can get into the one that's more Christian based, but the one that's more Christian based, they won't let her take her antidepressants. They don't believe in antidepressants, which I'm sure half the congregation is on antidepressants. Probably the
That's
preacher
crazy.
is on antidepressants. I mean,
That's just straight up crazy.
it runs in our family.
I'm a Christian and I take antidepressants and I take more than one. Thank you.
I take 3.
I
But
take 2.
so she's going with another one, and it is like she said, Mom, it ain't the place, it is what you make it. It's the person. And she said, I can still get a ride to church. I said, well, okay. But I'm still I'll make a call. I told her I'd make a call. And because like I told the ladies this morning, you can have a whole house full of groceries and sit there and ask God to feed you. God gives you enough sense. Okay, it's in there. You get up and fix you something to eat. Dwayne, see, he just wanted to be in trouble this morning, Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Dwayne.
Dwayne, you are never going to get no ribs ever again.
And you're right, Dwayne.
There'd be a lot more murders without antidepressant, I can tell you that.
Well, when
Well,
she was,
do they let her take any other kind of medication? I mean, it's just an imbalance in the brain.
yeah.
Right?
Well, even in jail, they did. Oh, there's Monique.
Hi, Monique.
Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you.
Well, when she was in jail for 3 months and come off she didn't have anything in her system. Well, they went and, they put her on her antidepressant. So she was her for the first time in years,
Yeah.
and she was okay with that. She's more level thinking, and she knows that there's some things hard about, like, think about losing the kids, that she has to take steps to deal with that, so it's not
Yeah.
like wham, it's all in her face and she's looking for something to absolutely knock her out from all of those emotions.
Well,
So
my pain doctor has given me some really good words of wisdom over the years, and he says things like this. Asking somebody with depression to not take an antidepressant is like telling a diabetic they can't have insulin. Asking somebody who has chronic pain to not take any narcotic pain meds is like telling a diabetic they can't take insulin. You need that just to function.
Yeah, it's just a medication,
Yeah.
like heart medication or thyroid medication. That's the craziest thing.
Mm-hmm.
So many people do such stupidness in the name of God.
Right. Right.
You just pinch their head off,
Yeah.
in love.
With love. Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a big thing, back between Brooke Shields and Tom Cruise with the Scientologists don't believe in antidepressants, and Brooke Shields, very famously went through a severe postpartum depression that she needed those antidepressants to come back out of that deep dark hole she was in.
Yeah.
Some people need them for a period, some people need them for a lifetime. It just depends.
well,
Yeah.
recently, with so much going on with after MawMaw. After I got to a point that I was okay with that, and then that with Alvin, Denise, and other, the sadness was too much.
Mm-hmm.
I told Casey, I said, I just can't stop crying. I can't get through this sad. I said, it's just too much sad. And he said,
Mm-hmm.
Mom, get them to go ahead and up your Lexapro some. And I'm like, but I feel bad. He said, Mom, once you get through that part, you can always drop back down. But right now, you need it.
Yep. Good morning to Amber. Good morning to you. Good morning to Amber. Good morning to you.
I
Hi,
thought of
Amber.
her, but I didn't say it earlier because I could just see Amber in there over at the daycare picking all the stuffing out of the mattress
Uh,
because she was bored while the other kids was sleeping.
too funny.
Oh, Terry, I didn't feel like a clown today. I done eyebrows and put on lipstick. That's as much as I could do. Dwayne, that is exactly what Terry told me. Terry said, you guys, all of you guys are the backbone.
Aw.
That's what he said. You guys out there is the backbone of us.
Good morning to Grayscale. Good morning to you. Good morning to Grayscale. Good morning to you. Good
Hi,
morning, Chris
Amber.
O. Good morning to you. Good morning, Chris O. Good morning to you.
Hi,
Yeah,
Chris. Hi, Tony.
Amber come in daycare one morning. Her bangs, and she's got thick hair, curly. Her bangs was up to here. She done got
Oh,
the scissors a hold to them. One day, Amber, I'm gonna find those pictures. They're in here somewhere, and I'm gonna just have to show them. I'm gonna show them those pictures. Oh my goodness! Yeah, she cut those bangs. Goodness gracious! I knew to keep scissors away from Amber.
mhm.
Oh, you guys! One of my whiny boys. His dad would bring him, and then he'd whine for his dad, and I'd tell him, look, if you leave him here, he'll be okay. Well, MawMaw got to come here. Well, I said, MawMaw's in the kitchen. And then MawMaw would say, look, I'm tired of him coming in there talking so much. Daddy needs to go and he needs to be in there. I said, well, I told you. But Amber one time said, Aaron, your daddy's here. And he would jump up and run to the door and it wouldn't be his daddy. And then he'd cry. And I said, Amber, stop that. And then she said, Aaron, there's your daddy. Because the windows was up and there he'd go. I finally told her, I said, go sniff that corner. Go sniff that corner, Amber. Just sniff that corner.
Sniff that corner.
Oh, we enjoyed you too, Chris. You're our youngin'. You're our child, all of our child. But yeah, the only time I let her out early was when one little boy walked by and he said, sniff that corner, sniff that corner. I said, oh, Amber, come on and sit down. Nicholas, how about you sniff that corner? And then he was like, oh, I said, well, but you have to figure out ways with some kids. But I loved them. I miss all of them's either married now or got babies, and they're all grown.
Good morning, Diana. Good morning to you. Good morning, Diana. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
Hi,
Diana. Oh man, I done got excited. I thought Dwayne was going to ride his motorcycle down here. See there, he
All
can ride
right,
it
that
to
would
see
be
you.
great.
Yeah, he can ride it to see you.
Well, I'm
Well,
only
it's a little bit closer.
3 hours away. You're a little bit further than I am.
Well, people they ride their bikes a long way for bike week, whether it's up north or down south. I'm just saying. He's probably thinking, if you sent me my picture and my birthday gift, I'm going to be 50. He's going to be 51 before he even gets his birthday gift that I started.
Well, looky there.
Diana Brianna, you know you don't have to ask me. You drop your link anytime. Anybody else can drop their link. You never have to ask me.
Okay. Hang on. Here, let me.
I've never went to.
Hey!
He brought me coffee.
Woohoo! What a guy! You're so
Good
awesome.
morning, lady sunshines. You brighten up my day.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Woo-hoo. You got serenaded by the Kent.
I'm just going to put this down. I'll be right back.
Oh wow, 3,300-mile ride. Yeah, my husband, when he had his Harley and we lived in Atlanta, he went to a run one time just up there. No, he didn't have me with him. He just didn't want me to be around all the bikers. So
He just didn't want you flashing your boobs.
Did you see where Dwayne said that when he gets his motorcycle up and running, he's going to come see us?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
well, Tracy at 121, they would have just thought I was a dude on the back of a dude's bike. I mean, there wasn't nothing to flash back then. So
There's a city there's a town in Colorado called Cripple Creek. And every year all the bikers congregate there. And the whole main street on both sides of the street, all the way up and down, is lined with bikes. It's quite interesting.
Well, in Atlanta, all of the guys he worked with, the trucking company, they all had bikes. And they were some good people. I mean, as far as they were good to my daughter and they were good to me. But the ones up there just had a different code about things. So Kevin always
wannabes.
Yeah, he would say, no, those were the hardcore ones up there. Kevin would tell me, don't be opening the door when I'm not home, especially if they say they're my friend. So there I was, 20, it was we had just got married, so it was in 86 and 87. So I was young and they'd knock on the door. Hey, is Ken home? No. And one of them said, your old lady wouldn't even open the door for me. He said, yep, that's because I told her not to. And I'm like, I wasn't going to open the door for none of them. I did what my husband told me to do back then.
You'd never get rid of them.
No. I was submissive. I was quiet and submissive back there then, you guys. I was like,
and how would you describe yourself now?
Wide open and very vocal.
My friend's 80-year-old mother used to visit a bar in Salt Lake called Manny's, and it was a biker bar. And they all loved Wanda down there at the bar. She was twice the age of all of them. And every once in a while, you'd pull up at Barb's house, and there'd be all these bikes lined up. And Wanda's boys were visiting her.
Uh-oh.
Dwayne said, I'm making up for it now. Oh, yeah, Dwayne. Now, if Kevin makes me upset about something, I look at him, I say, you better watch it. I'm going to throat punch you one day. So that's what my favorite word to use now. Don't make me throat punch you. And if we're in the car, I said, yes, my left arm is bad. And if you make me throat punch you with my right hand, it's going to be really bad. But no, I can voice my opinion. I don't sit around with my eyes cast down. I used to do that, you guys. Believe it or not, I did. If everybody
You know
was
what I used to When I worked at the car dealership, oh, good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you.
Glenn.
Glenn. Oh my gosh. See? Good morning to Glenn. Good morning to you. Good morning to Glenn. Good morning to you. When I worked at the car dealership, and I would get these young boys who would try to tell me how to do accounting or payroll or something, and I'd been doing it for years, and they would make me so mad, and I would say, look, I am a white woman. I do not have a criminal record. I can go out on my lunch, buy a gun, shoot you, and never spend a day in jail.
See, you guys, can you believe Traci was that outspoken and I was the one that was like I was in one of them plural marriages to where you're looking down all the time and you can't make eye contact with everybody?
No, I just can't see you like
You're
that.
right, Dwayne. I am rusty. Rusty crusty.
I was actually that way, Sandy, with Kevin for many years. I'd say for about the first 15 years of our marriage, I was like that. And then I hit 40 and started working, and something just, I don't know, something just snapped. And I just started speaking my mind. I think because I thought, oh, we've been married 15, 20 years. He ain't going to leave me now, so I just say what I want to say. And it used to be.
But it took you that long to get the guts up to say it, huh?
Yeah. And it used to be, well, if I go, the kids are coming with me. And then it was like, I was thinking, well, if I go, you keeping the kids. And then it was, well, I'm staying here. You could go because I'm keeping your mama. We'd always make jokes about it. Well, I'm keeping your mama, so I'm staying here. You'd have to go somewhere. So we'd always make jokes about it. Now it's going on this year. What? We've been together forever. I'll just say forever. Mine and MawMaw's anniversary was always April, and I met Kevin in June. So me and her, she was my woman on the side. My ex accused me of going places and cheating on him. And so one morning, he came to Crystal's where me and MawMaw would eat a bite, and he got to meet the other person in my life, and it was MawMaw. So I said, MawMaw, me and you I called her Frances then. I said, well, Frances, just want to let you know, you the other woman in my life, just so you know. And then I got with Kevin. Well, then somebody else. Yeah, me too. Let me see. I have to add it up. I've been with them since 86. So I can't do the math. All right, Kent, do the math. 86.
Okay.
86 to now.
30, 41 years. I think.
No.
31.
Okay. 35.
96, 2006. 2016 is 30. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 35 years.
There you go.
You got me beat by a year.
So, yes. Oh, I saw a picture of Heather on her Facebook when I was like, oh, look at Heather. Didn't she look cute back then? I mean, she's still cute now, but I was like, look at her. I like seeing the young pictures. Yeah. I told Kevin, because when I turned 50, he joked and said, wait a minute, I could trade you in for two 25-year-olds. I said, I wish you would. I wish you would. And I hope they have a bunch of babies. I hope they just have a bunch of kids. I said, if you ever traded me in, I would just want you to be blessed with a bunch of new babies and children. So, yes.
that all lived with him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
You are just a sweetheart, aren't you?
Oh goodness. Yeah. He's gonna send me a picture of him from '93. Sandy Kent's gonna send me some sugar-free cookies.
You are.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
talking about how much weight she's lost, and I said, I guess I'm going to have to learn how to make sugar-free cookies and send them.
Oh, gosh. Well, I have to taste them before they get shipped out. Make sure
Well,
they're all right, you know.
I guess so. I guess so.
Well,
You're right,
And we
Liz.
say the same thing about, I'm not training anybody new now. I'm getting too old for that.
Well, I think I do believe there's that the special someone for everybody, whether they meet them or not. And I don't think everybody's meant to be with somebody. I mean, some people, it's different, but I couldn't imagine being with anybody but Kevin. He completes me. Speaking of Tom Cruise, oh, you complete me.
well, I can't think of being with anybody but Kent, you know. So,
That's right.
Well,
Yeah, but if you guys were together, then they
no,
start calling you guys a straight couple instead of Kent being your beard.
no.
No, the closest Sandy and I could ever live together is next door.
Yeah. This is perfect. Yeah.
well,
You have
Kent.
your space, I have mine.
Well,
It's nice to have a good friend close by. That's for darn sure.
Well,
It's
Kent, off
wonderful.
camera, Sandy will have to tell you what she means to me. Off camera,
Okay.
of course.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Ben, I tell you what, my ex
Yeah.
he has kids scattered everywhere. I talked to wife number 3 and found out not only did he have kids with wife 1, 2, and 3, but then he's got some up north somewhere because he's a truck driver. So my daughter has half brothers, and I mean, good grief, that man was just making them here and there and scattering them. Didn't want to take care of none of them. So yeah. Now I think what I tell you guys, he's on not wife number 5. It's just funny. I mean, it's just funny. I'm just so thankful that God gave me strength to know that I didn't have to stay in a marriage like that just because my mom and dad did.
Exactly.
I thought I knew the things they went through because mom was very vocal about them, and I didn't think divorce was an option because they stayed together no matter what. But look, 2.5 years was all I could
Well,
handle.
the way I figure it is, if the government wants to get into regulating what a woman can do with her body, I think they ought to get after the men too for, stuff like that.
I know.
Amen.
I know.
Amen.
Yep.
Why is it only the women that they want to control our bodies?
Yeah.
My body is my body, and my government don't have no place being in my body.
That's for sure, but they think they do.
I know.
But God's ways are not our ways. And we don't understand sometimes what's going on. But when I got that job back in the cotton mill, and then they had this little trollop that had gone with 2 bosses. The boss got fired, and she was let go and they had an opening at that certain meal, they asked would I volunteer until they got somebody full time. That's how I met MawMaw. I volunteered. I said, yeah, I'll go over a week after I'd done started back in the meal. And when MawMaw saw me, she walked by that window and gave a look and done like that at the boss. And that means you're not worth the bird, you're just worth the feather. So MawMaw, I didn't know what it meant. MawMaw walked by and she done that at him. And he knocked on the window and she came in and he said, she's going to be on the machine by you. And MawMaw looked so funny, but then I found out I was skinny, I was blonde, and goodness gracious, the one that was let go was the same way. And she thought, oh my goodness, here's more trouble. She just didn't know.
She didn't know how much trouble.
Yeah, she did not know how much trouble she was about to take on.
Yeah.
The worst sunburn she ever got was me and her went to lay out in the sun. We worked third shift and we fell asleep in the sun. And her shin bone on both legs got such a deep sunburn. And it was all splotchy. It caused her shin bone to scar up. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
But yes, MawMaw probably weighed 150, and I weighed like 121. And me and her was going to the beach. We had a good time. And, you know, she couldn't believe that a 20-something-year-old would want to hang out with her, but
there's a beach that close to you?
Oh yeah. If you Google Lake West Point, West Point, Georgia, people come all over the world to do a bass tournament here. I mean, it's right up the road from me. It don't seem all that to me, but yeah, they have bass tournaments here. And then they have what we always call the backwater. There's another lake, like
bass or bath.
We used to go down there. What are you laughing at? It was so hot that summer. It was like 107 degrees that summer.
Wow. So that's my hat.
What's on it? Look at is it a Smurf?
It's a Smurf.
Aww.
Oh.
My Smurf hat.
Who sent you a Smurf hat?
I stole it.
Mm-hmm.
This guy came into the bar with it on, and I said, I gotta have it. It's mine. And he says, okay, here.
That was cool.
Yep.
Oh,
he said it looked better on me than it did on him.
Well, I stayed after you about that one hat, and you admitted, yes, it did look better on me. You did.
You got another one coming here in a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw one that was just you.
I got some of them behind me on my grandmama's dresser. Dwayne, we went to Panama. We'd always go to Panama City, take a drive down there, and then drive back that night. You know, my brother had on blue jeans. My little brother got blistered the most on his back because he's redheaded and freckledy. But my brother sit there, and the bottoms of his feet and even his legs, he was under the umbrella. Even his legs got burnt. Didn't figure how his legs got sunburnt with the shorts on. But oh my gosh, I can remember Mom would have that the coconut kind of suntan stuff, and she'd be putting it on us, and of course it'd be mixed with sand, and I swear it was like she was exfoliating us. She said, come here, let me put some more on you. But yeah, my brother he drew over. He was like riding down the road. He had chills. My little brother, he had chills and a fever, and his whole back was one whole like blister. It was terrible. But you didn't go to they didn't take us to doctors back then. That was in the 70s.
Yeah. I went out water skiing one day, and when I got home, my nose blistered and peeled 3 times before I went to sleep.
Mm.
Yeah, it was bad. I thought it was going to fall off.
I was a lake pal with a friend on his boat, and his dad was kind of a jerk. And we were taking about a 4-hour ride back to the marina, and then we were leaving to go home. And I laid on the bow of the boat on my stomach for that 4 hours. And I have vitiligo, so a lot of my skin isn't pigmented. It's white, so it doesn't tan at all. It burns. So we got back to the marina. I got in the car, drove the 3 hours home. When I got home to get out of the car, my legs had melted together behind my knees, and my skin actually tore as I stood up because it separated.
Oh, yo. Ow. Why don't you pull that stool in?
I got to get back. I think I
I
have
think
my
we had to sit in the bathtub,
Okay.
and I think Mom used vinegar, like done like
Yeah.
a vinegar on us, and that's
Yep.
Felt like a pickle. But
But it took the sting out, didn't it?
yeah, but my little brother, they had to spray some kind of spray on his back. I forget what, Bactine, or I forget what they had back then.
Like lidocaine spray.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of numbs it.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to walk next door. It was good
All
talking
right.
to you, ladies. It was good seeing you, Traci. Bye.
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 Thanks for the coffee.
You're welcome. I'll take this.
All right, Ben.
Okay.
I love you. I won't see you guys tomorrow because I have to go to the heart doctor for them to tell me from last year what results were. I had to reschedule because MawMaw was in the hospital. I was in the hospital with her, so I had to reschedule. And of course, with the specialist, if you reschedule, it could take 6 months. So it has been about 6 months. So I go to them tomorrow. Oh, and tomorrow's Kevin's birthday, you guys. Tomorrow is his birthday. Casey's birthday is the 27th, and Tiffany's is the 31st. So wham, wham, wham. They all have birthdays right there together. But yes. All right. Traci's tired. And I am too.
Yep. I'm about to jump out, so.
But I'm going to let you say the goodbye, Sandy.
All right. Guys, we love you and appreciate you. And, don't have a channel here without you. You guys make the channel. So we do appreciate you and love you a lot. And remember, don't just make a wish, make it happen. All right.